Welcome back to my channel, Famous and Fabulous. Alan Jackson's journey to stardom was a story of relentless perseverance, faith, and overcoming personal and professional struggles. Born on October 17, 1958, in the small town of Newnan, Georgia, Alan grew up in an environment steeped in family, values, and a love for music. The youngest of 5 children, he was raised by parents Joseph and Ruth, whose influence shaped his character and outlook on life. Alan's early exposure to country music, particularly from the radio and his grandfather's music collection, ignited his passion for the genre. However, despite his early love for music, the path to becoming one of country's most influential stars was not a straightforward one. Alan's first serious foray into music began in high school, where he formed a local band called Dixie Steel. This band played a mix of country and rock music, but it was during these formative years that Alan's love for country music solidified. He started to realize that country music, with its storytelling tradition, resonated with him in a way that no other genre did. The music of legends like Hank Williams Jr., Gene Watson, and John Anderson became his inspiration. These artists helped shape Alan's musical identity, and it wasn't long before he knew he wanted to pursue a career in country music. Yet, even though his talent was undeniable, the journey ahead was anything but easy. After high school, Alan, like many aspiring artists, moved to Nashville, the heart of country music. However, this transition wasn't without its challenges. The city was filled with thousands of hopeful musicians all vying for a shot at stardom, and success in Nashville was hard-earned. Alan took on various jobs to make ends meet, including working at a car dealership, while relentlessly writing songs and performing at local clubs and honky-tonks. Although he was dedicated to his craft, there were times when Alan questioned whether he would ever break through. The competition was fierce, and opportunities seemed scarce. It was during this time of struggle that Alan's wife, Denise, became his most steadfast supporter. Having been with Alan since their high school days, Denise never lost faith in her husband's potential. She believed in him even when the odds were stacked against them, and this belief became the catalyst for change in their lives. Denise's unshakable faith in Alan paid off in a way that neither of them could have imagined. While working as a flight attendant, she had the chance encounter with country music legend Glen Campbell, who was on one of her flights. With characteristic courage, Denise shared Alan's dreams and the struggles he had been facing. Glen Campbell, moved by her story, handed her the contact information of his manager and encouraged her to reach out. This moment was a turning point for Alan's career. Denise followed up on the opportunity, and soon Alan was able to secure a songwriting deal with Campbell's publishing company. This crucial connection paved the way for Alan to sign his first record deal, and his career began to gain momentum. In 1989, Alan signed with Arista Nashville, and by the following year, he had released his debut single, Blue-Blooded Woman. While this single showed promise, it was his second single, Here in the Real World, that truly captured the attention of country music fans. The song, with its relatable lyrics and soulful delivery, quickly climbed the charts and established Alan as a rising star in the genre. This was just the beginning, as his debut album, Here in the Real World, went on to feature several more hit songs, including I'd Love You All Over Again and Wanted. Alan's success continued to build as his subsequent albums, Don't Rock the Jukebox and A Lot About Livin' and A Little Bout Love, cemented his place among country music's elite. As his career soared, Alan's music remained deeply rooted in his personal experiences and his connection to his Georgia upbringing. His lyrics told stories of love, loss, and the simple pleasures of life, which resonated with fans across the country. Hits like Chattahoochee and Midnight in Montgomery captured the essence of his storytelling style. Midnight in Montgomery, in particular, paid tribute to country music legend Hank Williams and became one of Alan's signature songs. By the mid-1990s, Alan had become one of country music's most respected and successful artists with his album Who, I Am selling over 10 million copies and making him one of the key figures in the resurgence of country music during that era. However, despite his commercial success, Alan's personal life was not without its struggles. The pressures of fame and the demands of a grueling touring schedule took a toll on his relationship with Denise. In 1997, the couple went through a difficult period of separation. This time apart was a painful chapter in their relationship, but it ultimately served as a period of reflection and growth for both of them. During this time, Alan struggled with guilt and questioned his priorities. His deep love for Denise and their family was undeniable, and it was clear to him that their bond was worth fighting for. Denise, too, experienced a transformation during their separation. While grappling with the pain of their marriage's challenges, she turned to her faith for strength. Prayer became her anchor, and through her vulnerability and deep devotion to her beliefs, she was able to find peace and clarity. Denise realized that the strength of her relationship with Alan wasn't defined by the moments of perfection, but by their ability to endure hardships together. This newfound perspective allowed her to remain committed to their marriage, and eventually she and Alan reconciled, working together to rebuild the trust and connection they had once shared. This period of personal reflection and reconciliation inspired much of Alan's music. The deeply emotional ballad Remember When became a tribute to the love and resilience that had kept their relationship intact. The song, which Alan co-wrote with his wife, became a poignant reminder of the power of love, faith, and forgiveness in overcoming life's challenges. The music video for the song featured a touching scene of Alan and Denise dancing together, symbolizing the healing of their relationship and the strength they had found in each other. As the years went on, Alan's career continued to flourish, but the personal struggles he had endured with Denise only made him more grateful for their enduring partnership. The couple's bond became an example of the power of love and faith in overcoming adversity, and their story resonated with fans who admired their commitment to each other. In 2010, Denise faced yet another challenge when she was diagnosed with colon cancer. This news was devastating, as Denise had always been in good health. The diagnosis came while the couple was celebrating their anniversary in Florida, and they immediately cut their trip short to return to Nashville for treatment. Throughout this difficult period, Alan stood by Denise's side, offering unwavering support as she underwent chemotherapy and radiation. After several months of treatment, Denise was declared cancer-free, and her recovery became a testament to her strength and resilience. Throughout all the ups and downs, Alan remained committed to his music. In 2021, he publicly shared that he had been diagnosed with Charcot-Marie tooth disease, a rare neurological condition that affects the nerves controlling muscles. Though the disease had made it more difficult for him to perform, especially when it came to maintaining his balance on stage, Alan remained resolute in his passion for music. He emphasized that he wasn't retiring, but instead adjusting his schedule to accommodate his health while continuing to perform for his fans as long as he could. In 2022, Alan began his Last Call One More for the Road tour, which he framed as a way to give his fans one last round of performances. Although the tour signaled the potential end of his touring days, Alan emphasized that he wasn't saying goodbye to music, only to the hectic pace of constant touring. For Alan, it was more important to continue sharing his music with his fans, while he still had the energy to do so. The tour was an emotional celebration of his career, one that highlighted his deep connection to his fans, his music, and his family. Looking back on his journey, Alan Jackson's life and career have been defined by resilience, faith, and an unwavering commitment to his family and music. From his humble beginnings in Newnan, Georgia, to his rise as one of country music's most beloved icons, Alan's story is a powerful reminder that success is not just about talent, but about the strength to face adversity and the love and support of those who believe in you. His music, grounded in authenticity and real-life experience, continues to resonate with listeners around the world, cementing his legacy as a true country music legend. In the years that followed, the Jacksons' marriage became a symbol of perseverance and resilience, a beacon for anyone going through their own relationship struggles. It was a testament not just to their love for each other, but also to their unwavering belief in the power of forgiveness and healing. The challenges they faced, both as a couple and as individuals, became a focal point in their shared journey. And their openness about these struggles allowed the public to see a more intimate side of their lives. Far removed from the glossy image of country music stardom, this candid approach to their difficulties, as well as their subsequent triumphs, resonated deeply with fans and helped solidify their place as role models for enduring love. Denise's decision to write a book, It's All About Him, Finding the Love of My Life, marked a significant moment in the Jacksons' personal history. Through her words, she shared the complexities of their relationship, recounting the moments of doubt and pain, but also the unwavering strength that carried them through. The book revealed the layers of their connection, showing a side that many did not see. The vulnerability, the doubts, and the raw emotion that often accompany a marriage, especially when faced with the intense pressures of fame and personal hardships. Through her writing, Denise showed how faith, love, and mutual respect allowed their bond to not only survive, but grow stronger in the face of adversity. The book became more than just a memoir. It was a testament to the transformative power of love and faith, providing hope for others navigating similar trials in their relationships. This transparency helped people relate to the Jacksons on a deeper level, as many fans had experienced their own struggles within their marriages. The book and subsequent interviews offered a glimpse into the Jacksons' world, humanizing them and making them more approachable. It was evident that their bond was not built on perfection, but rather on their determination to choose love, forgiveness, and growth, even when things seemed difficult. Their commitment to each other was evident not just in the stories they shared, but also in the way they supported one another throughout the years, particularly during times of personal loss and health battles. Through their struggles, Alan and Denise showed that marriage, like their music, is not something that just happens effortlessly. It requires continuous work, open communication, and an unwavering commitment to one another. In many ways, their relationship became a living example of what they sang about in their music. The ups and downs of life, the beauty of finding love, and the power of sticking together through thick and thin. Their shared journey of overcoming obstacles, including health issues and the pressures of the spotlight, helped shape their narrative and deepen their connection. They inspired countless others with the story of how love can endure and even flourish in the face of adversity. Alan Jackson's reflections on his career have often intertwined with reflections on his personal life, and it's clear that the challenges he faced in his marriage only helped him become a more introspective and grounded person. His health struggles, particularly his battle with Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease, CMT, became a turning point in his life, one that forced him to confront the realities of aging and the fleeting nature of his physical abilities. CMT, which affects his muscle strength, balance, and coordination, has presented significant obstacles in his ability to perform, but his love for music continues to drive him. The disease, while not life-threatening, has made performing more difficult, and the physical toll it takes on him has led to a new sense of vulnerability that he's openly shared with his fans. His openness about his condition has only deepened the admiration his fans feel for him. Seeing a country music icon struggle with something so personal has humanized him and made his journey even more relatable. Fans who have their own health struggles or challenges in life find strength in Alan's resilience, knowing that despite the obstacles he faces, he continues to share his gift with the world. His health struggles have forced him to slow down in certain areas of his life, but they've also made him more intentional in the moments he does have. The realities of CMT have also made him more aware of the limitations that time and age bring, prompting him to appreciate the moments he still has on stage. Throughout the years, as his body began to show signs of wear from his condition, Alan chose to continue touring, making adjustments where needed to accommodate his health. He wasn't ready to give up performing. The music was his lifeblood, and no matter how challenging it became, he was determined to continue bringing his music to the stage for as long as he could. This determination, fueled by his deep passion for his craft and his dedication to his fans, only strengthened his resolve to finish his career on his terms. His final tour, titled Last Call, One More for the Road, became a heartfelt farewell to his life as a touring artist. It was a moment for both Alan and his fans to reflect on his career and appreciate the memories and music they had shared together over the years. As Alan prepared for the end of this chapter, he was filled with a mixture of emotions. On one hand, he was grateful for the long, successful career that had allowed him to do what he loved for decades. But on the other hand, there was a sense of bittersweet finality. This tour, he knew, would likely be his last on the road at the pace he had once known. The fans who had supported him from the beginning showed immense appreciation for him during this time, recognizing the sacrifices he was making to continue performing despite his condition. Alan's resilience in the face of adversity, whether dealing with the loss of loved ones, his wife's battle with cancer, or the personal toll of his health issues, was evident in every performance. He gave his all to each show, knowing that these moments might be his last with his fans. His journey through life, both personally and professionally, had been one of constant growth and transformation. Alan's marriage to Denise, which had endured countless challenges, became a symbol of love, faith, and commitment. The couple's shared experiences of facing down health battles, personal losses, and the pressures of fame brought them closer together. As Alan reflected on his life and career, he was acutely aware of how much his family, particularly Denise, had shaped his path. Her unwavering support throughout his rise to fame and the trials they had faced together strengthened his conviction in the importance of family. Alan's mother, Mama Ruth, who passed away in 2011, was another pillar in his life, whose influence never left him. Her death had a profound impact on him, and he often spoke about the impact she had on his faith and music. Mama Ruth's influence could be felt in the faith-driven songs Alan wrote. Songs that often served as a way for him to process his grief, reflect on his spiritual journey, and connect with his audience on a deeper level. It was clear that his love for his family, his faith, and his passion for music were the bedrock of his identity. Despite the ups and downs, the Jackson story remains a powerful reminder of the importance of love, faith, and perseverance in the face of life's trials. The love story between Alan and Denise, with all its highs and lows, continues to inspire countless people. Their commitment to each other, their family, and their faith has stood the test of time, and their legacy as not only country music icons, but also as role models for enduring love, will continue to shine long after Alan's final tour. Alan Jackson's deep connection to his roots in Georgia has been one of the most enduring aspects of his career. Raised in New Nan, a small town south of Atlanta, Alan was shaped by the values of hard work, family, and humility. The Jackson household was filled with love, and Alan's parents, particularly his mother, instilled in him a strong sense of faith and a commitment to family that would remain a central theme throughout his life. His upbringing, marked by a strong sense of community and the simple pleasures of Southern life, laid the foundation for his music, which has always been deeply rooted in real-life experiences and authentic storytelling. Growing up in a rural town, Alan was exposed to country music at an early age, and it became a significant part of his life. He listened to the greats like Hank Williams Jr., George Jones, and Gene Watson, whose emotional storytelling inspired his own songwriting. Music was more than just a hobby for Alan. It was a way of life. His love for the genre, combined with his natural talent, led him to form his first band, Dixie Steel, during high school. Even then, his ability to connect with audiences through his songs was evident. But despite his passion and determination, the road to success was far from easy. The move to Nashville in the late 1980s marked a major turning point in Alan's life. Leaving behind the comfort of his small-town roots was a risk, but it was a leap of faith that would eventually pay off. In Nashville, the competition was fierce, and Alan was just another aspiring artist trying to make it in a city filled with talent. He played at honky-tonks, wrote songs tirelessly, and took on odd jobs to support himself while continuing to chase his dream. The city offered no guarantees, But Alan's determination never wavered. It was during this time that he met Glenn Campbell, a country music legend who would help open doors for him. Campbell's influence was pivotal, leading to a publishing deal that would later lead to his first record deal. Alan's debut single, Blue-Blooded Woman, though not a major hit, was a stepping stone toward his breakthrough. But it was, here, in the real world, the song that would propel him to stardom, that truly solidified his place in country music. The song resonated with listeners, tapping into universal themes of love, heartbreak, and the struggles of everyday life. It was a song that spoke to the heart of country music, and its success marked the beginning of a long, successful career. From that moment on, Alan Jackson's name became synonymous with hits that spoke to the human experience. Songs like Chattahoochee and Don't Rock the Jukebox, which not only became staples of the country genre, but also reflected his deep connection to his roots in Georgia. One of his most defining moments came in the aftermath of the September 11th tragedy. In the wake of the attacks, Alan wrote, "Where Were You When the World Stopped Turning?" a song that captured the collective grief and confusion felt by the nation. It became an anthem of resilience and unity, providing comfort to a country, reeling from the shock of the event. The song's honesty and vulnerability touched millions, and its success marked yet another milestone in Alan's career. It was a reminder that, beyond his status as a country music icon, he was an artist whose music reflected the real-world emotions of his audience. Despite the successes and accolades, Alan's journey has not been without its challenges. His diagnosis of Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease, CMT, a rare neurological disorder that affects his balance, coordination, and muscle strength, posed a new set of obstacles. The disease, though not life-threatening, has impacted his ability to perform at the same level as he once did. For many, the physical toll might have been enough to step away from the spotlight, but Alan's love for music and his fans has kept him going. He made the decision to continue performing, not as a way to prove anything, but because of his unwavering passion for his craft. His resilience in the face of his diagnosis has only made him more admired by his fans, who appreciate his dedication and his willingness to show up, despite the physical challenges he faces. His last call, One More for the Road Tour in 2022, was a testament to his determination to give his all to the fans who had supported him throughout his career. The tour was not about retirement, as some might have assumed, but rather a celebration of the music he had created and the experiences he had shared with his audience. Alan was clear that he wasn't done yet. He was simply taking a moment to acknowledge the incredible journey he had been on. The tour was emotional for both Alan and his fans, as they recognized that this could be the final time they would experience his music live on stage. Throughout his career, Alan's family has been his constant anchor. His wife, Denise, has been by his side through the highs and lows, offering unwavering support and encouragement. She has been a source of strength for Alan, particularly during the times when life's challenges seemed overwhelming. Whether it was his struggles to break into the country music scene, his health battles, or the losses of dear friends and family members, Denise's love and support have been the foundation upon which he's built his career. Their shared commitment to family, faith, and love has been central to Alan's success and happiness, reminding him that there is more to life than the accolades and fame. In his final years of touring, Alan's connection to his roots in Georgia has never been more evident. The love of his family, the community he grew up in, and the lessons he learned in Noonan have all shaped who he is today. His music has always reflected that connection, from the small-town stories to the universal themes of love, loss, and resilience. As he continues to navigate the challenges of his health, his family remains at the heart of everything he does. Alan Jackson's legacy in country music is not just about the hits he's written or the concerts he's performed, but also about the love, resilience, and dedication that have defined his career and his life. His music is a reflection of who he is, a man deeply rooted in his family, his faith, and his unwavering commitment to his craft.